Lesson 20. Plucking, Hot Cross Buns, folk song on violin from Learn Violin Fast, Book 1. So far we know how to hold the violin guitar style, we know how to hold the left hand shape, how to press our fingers. If you recall from previous lessons, you practiced plucking and saying how many fingers we're pressing on what strings. And even before we know what every finger and every string makes, we can already learn to play a song, and that is the purpose of this lesson, is to just be able to play a song without knowing exactly how it works, to begin making music as quickly as possible. We're going to start with the G string. So if you're standing nice and tall, your shoulders are down, your back is arched, you're going to have strong fingers, but open hands, no squeezing the entire arm. We're going to place our thumb on top of the neck. We're going to have our hand basically open. So the palm of the hand is not going to point up when we hold this way. It's going to be sideways. So a neutral hand position. When your hand is in its natural position, this is called a neutral grip or neutral position. So don't have the palm facing up. Don't have the palm facing down. Neutral position. So the palm will point to your right hand, and you're just going to gently support the violin with the top of your thumb, with the knuckle in the left hand. We're going to find G string. So G string is closest to our head. It's the thick low string. And we're going to start with 2 fingers, making sure that it's a whole step or it's a peace sign. The 1 and 2 second fingers are going to be on the tapes or whole steps apart. So finding G string, pressing 1 on the first tape, pressing 2 on the second tape. So I'm going through my checklist. I'm standing tall. My shoulders are relaxed. I'm not squeezing. I'm pressing my fingertips, but I'm not squeezing the entire arm. So my wrist is down, my hand is straight, my shoulder's down, my elbow is not stuck to my stomach or flaring up. It's just nice and loose. I have 2 fingers pressed. My hand is open. My thumb is going to press the G string. Now I'm going to pluck and say the fingers that I'm holding. Again, the saying really helps to connect what we see, what we feel, what we think, what we say, and what we hear. It helps to reinforce and be able to follow directions later as we learn to read music. So now on the G string, we're going to pluck Hot Cross Buns. 1, 2, ready, go. 2, 1, open. 2, 1, open. Open, 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 open. 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, open. If you need to practice just thinking what fingers come next, you can pause and do that. Next, I'm going to pluck on the G string without saying what I'm plucking. Remember, the pattern is, again, we'll start with slow notes, then we'll have fast notes, then we'll have slow notes. And again, we'll talk about rhythm and all of that later, but for now, you know how the tune goes. You just heard it. Now, we're going to pluck, and we're going to think our rhythm inside our head, and we're going to also think how many fingers are pressing on what string. And it's very important before you begin playing, every time go through your checklist. Stand tall, relax, shoulders nice and loose, fingers nice and strong, not squeezing the wrist. Make sure the elbow can move around. I have my 2 fingers in the right place on the G string. I'm going to pluck without saying what I'm plucking. 1, 2, try to pluck along. Next, pluck on the remaining 2 strings. So I'm going to go to the D string, and I'm making sure I'm on the D string. I'm looking at my fingers, making sure that my fingers are not only in the right string, but also in the right place or on the right tapes. Let's pluck on the D string. Go through your checklist. Stand tall, shoulders down, fingers strong, not squeezing the hand. My thumb is going to pluck the D string. Hot Cross Buns on the D string. 1, 2, ready, go. 2, 1, open. 2, 1, open. Open, 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 open. 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, open. Next, we're going to pluck on the A string. We're going to find A string. And this time, we're only going to say what fingers we're plucking in our mind, and we're just going to pluck without saying anything. You'll notice that as I pluck, I'm constantly looking at my left fingers. When you begin to play the violin, the strings are pretty close and the tapes are in kind of awkward places. So it's very important to use your eyesight to inform you of whether you're on the right string, you're in the right place, your left hand position, your shoulder position, also your right hand, your elbow should be firmly holding the violin, but not squeezing like crazy. We're A string, we're 2 tapes. 1, 2, pluck along. Last but not least, we're going to go to the E string. We're going to find the E string. E string is a little bit tough to see guitar style. I would highly encourage you not to go like this. Put your head down. Just find the E string, find your tapes. Keep your head up, look down, trust the process. Make sure you can feel the E string with your thumb and your fingers. I know it's difficult to see when you stand up and hold the violin like a guitar style, but still you can check and then keep your head up. 1, 2, E string, go. That concludes this lesson. Thank you so much for watching. Next lesson, we're going to have a quiz. We're going to learn some stuff. And in the following lessons after that, we're going to learn what notes do each finger actually make on the violin. Thanks for watching and see you soon.